What is up, everybody, and welcome to my first plays zombie deck profile over this past weekend. Zombies got incredible support in Dimension Force, Di-Fi, and yeah, it was absolutely insane. And I'm actually more impressed because it was a more heavy turnout locals this week. I say and I mean it was nuts. Yeah, so first place, I managed to go undefeated with it. Honestly, the toughest match for zombies is probably honestly Sword Soul, to be honest, because it's just such an incredible deck this format. But Super Poly really came in clutch this weekend because it really no deck is prepared for Super Poly. Honestly, in my opinion, it seems like especially where I'm at. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Pardon the fact that I have no voice because, the weekend was kind of a holiday weekend, so, events and whatnot. But yeah, we're going to go right into, say, 3 Unizami. He's your main, starter, basically. He gets everything going. He gets your graveyard setup going. So yeah, nothing too crazy about that. Only 2 Shiranui Solitaire. Like, these 3 cards are your main starters. Like, you want to see one of these in your opening hand or have instant access to one of them as quickly as possible because everything gets going. Obviously, the deck has more ways to get into certain combos, but these are your main starters you want to get into and go for right away. So these are like your main crucial points, and yeah. So next, into the standard kind of zombie stuff, we do run. Some builds have been cutting it down at 2, but Mizuki's still just a great extender in every way. It's an extender, it's just insane. He's not a once per turn. He can basically bring back any zombies from the grave, and it helps with some of your banish effects too. So we do run 3 Mizuki because it's too good not to run at 3. We do run one of his brother of Gozuki. Gozuki is honestly insane, especially now. Honestly, I think I might bump him up to 2, honestly, because he triggers so many of the banish effects the new zombies have. So it's honestly crazy. So yeah, definitely one of the Gozukis definitely were really good. I wouldn't change it. Something I've seen a lot too lately is one Beladrock, but I run 2 because Beladrock is still this an insane card. He can keep coming back. I don't view him as much as a brick. I mean, if you're running a combo zombie variant, then maybe, but we're more of the Warlord stun variant where we want to lock the opponent out as many things as possible. So Beladrock is just one of those keep recurring nightmares they just gotta keep dealing with. Along with the 2 of that continue, we do have 2 Necrobuild Banshees. Just gets you into your zombie world. If they out one of them, she can just get right into it instantly. So yeah, it's insane. And it's a quick effect too, so if they out your zombie world, she's in the graveyard setup, you can instantly set it up. We do also run 2 Glow Up Bloom. Only ran in that 1 for a little bit, but then the grind game, I've noticed in testing for grind games, 2 is definitely way better. So yeah, 2 Glow Up Bloom definitely came in clutch. I mean, it's insane. I mean, like I said, this is more of a control variant. I mean, if you're running a pure combo, then it'd be a little different, because that's a little bit different deck. Plague Sprinter now for the one-off. Shang-Chi's of the Spiridato. This is one of the new cards. This card was absolutely insane. It came up so many times, and it was so good. Its banishing and revival effect is just nuts, especially comboing with Gozuki. Draco Bolan is just a solid choice, still insane. Agul Mazera, it's honestly probably another really good, insane card, because if he's banished from hand or grave, you can special summon him. He's a 28 beater. He has level modulation. It's insane. And then we have the new Plague Spreader zombie, Mad Molar, kind of insane as well. He doesn't banish himself when he leaves the field too, so you can just keep reusing him, which is honestly pretty freaking good. The fact he's Plague Spreader doesn't mean really much because we're not using the old ways of zombies. But yeah, for our only hand trap, we run 3 Ash because it's still generic. It's still super good. We wanted to stop searching, stop some of the fusion spells from going off that's really annoying. Helps kind of check branded. If this is definitely also some of the side stuff as well. This is also a side option as well, because D-Barrier wasn't a side because branded is a very big thing. But then we also run Scythe Engine because Scythe never got hit. Maybe we can pop it with our say Healthy Firex TG Magician combo. Pop that, get Scythe locked going. Now we're going to spells. The main spell basically is 3 Zombie World. This basically ruins everyone's plans. Once all their monsters are zombies in grave and field, they really can't do much, and it benefits us amazingly. Power spells now, 1 Monster Reborn because it's an extender. Book of Life, a lot of people have been cutting it, but yeah, I get it. You have to have graveyard set up by your opponent, but banishing one of their monsters, it's a built-in Reborn with a DD Crow combined. So honestly, it's just too good not to have. And then 2 Zombie Reborns. I tested at 1. I really wanted to have more, so 2 really I think is the ideal number. It's basically a built-in monster reborn for the archetype. It's insane. And then you can shuffle this back into your shuffle one of your banished zombies into your deck, and if used, you can set this card again, so you can get 2 uses out of it. So in total, we have 4 uses in total. Yeah. So, but it banished itself after that effect. But having 2, that's why I went to 2, because missing only 1 was kind of a meh. The MVP of this weekend was definitely Super Poly. Broken as always. No one can. You can't respond to it in a way unless you like. It's just a board clear in every way. Especially with Despia running around, it's literally a dark deck, and we have so many ways to turn. Even if it's not a dark deck, we can with Zombie World we can turn everything to zombies and go into our Necro Soul. So yeah, power one-offs, I say fuck them staples, Foolish Burial, Change of Heart in the main. It's insane. Like, Change of Heart is so mean. Like, it's good for a bait because they have to either negate this or let it go, and most of the time they're just gonna bait. They're gonna negate it with something, so it's definitely something to bait something out. And then of course the call by, because hand traps kind of suck, so we want to stop that. Plus it also gets rid of some certain materials we don't care about. And then another MVP of the weekend was Rivalry. A lot of decks. They're not too. There's a lot of decks currently, especially where I'm at, but honestly Rivalry is just good. It stops just everything. Like, it makes your opponent think about things before they do them, and it kind of makes them, it just basically stuns them and allows them to they kind of just get jarred by it. Extra deck now, we run of course the Dagda gets Scythe, and of course we pop with TG Magician, just standard stuff there. Hulk combo, the 1 Hulk, because we never played it at more than 1 except for your weird combo player. Access Code Talker to push for game. Yeah, these are a generic Link lineup. So yeah, loved all of them. Access Code I really didn't go into because Super probably did most of the UGiohtcg. Avenge, Savior, and Vampire Sucker are 2 like centric zombie Link monsters. Avenge Savior was more of like a going first option. Sucker was more of a more of a going first second option, going first option. I only went to Sucker once. Slayer, Savior, not really. No, I didn't go into him at all. There wasn't really a situation I really need called for him because there were so many ways to out it with Super Poly. TG Wonder Magician's your really only major target for Hulk. Because it's mostly in here, you make Hulk, you trigger Hulk, she gets summoned, you pop your Scythe locked him. I mean, this is at minimum what you can do, so it's kind of nuts that way. The best non-zombie really in the deck is also Chaotic Magical Dragon. He mills 5, he adds, he also sets up your graveyard, he dumps Mizukis. 1 Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign, he's our go-to 10. If you have Baron de Fleur, put Baron de Fleur in, because it's just a walking negate. But honestly, I didn't want to be that crazy with Baron. But Sword Soul did his job just fine, because once your soul, once your Scythe under Warlord and have Zombie Whirl up, it's kind of difficult to go. Immortal Dragon, another Hulk target. Honestly, I mean, I guess it's no, it's not. It's more than all right. Yeah, this is insane. One of the new guys we got. It's really good. It kind of turns the deck around a little bit. Another guy that I added. I went into him only once because of the situation. But Skeleton Dragon Falgran, he's pretty cool. He's a little niche in a point, but I think he's cool. The new guy, Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord, is annoying. It's a 2800 meter that keeps coming back. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, he's just an annoyance to deal with. So yeah, that is it for our main synchros. Our Super Poly targets now, we do run one. We run this Predator Plant instead of the other one because it takes 3 Dark Monsters in the field, and when you're going against Despia, that kind of wipes them out. And also, I like his effect if your opponent would special summon a monster for the extra deck, so it's another way to lock him down. You can negate the summon, and if you destroy him, so pretty cool. The Predator Plant Clowner thing is kind of, but it's all right. Then of course we have Disturbing Venom. He's of course your go-to. Copies effects in case something's out that you want it. Yeah, and then of course the big MVP. I went him so many times is Draco Soul. Zombie World Draco Soul is insane. You gotta be careful though with Rivalry because he cannot be summoned out with Rivalry interaction because he's a dragon. So you have to basically Zombie World Super Poly him, have Rivalry set, activate it. So he's kind of an interesting combination. So it's interesting. So like always mind that Rivalry interaction because it's something that I've seen players miss. It's being addressed, which is good, but it's honestly, he was the MVP. He literally ate boards constantly, so it's cool. And also, if you open more than one super poly, it's kind of insane. So yeah, that is it. First place, undefeated. Zombies, love them. Di-Fi really gave them a really big boost. I mean, zombies are always like anti-meta deck only anyway, because they have so many tools to utilize to go against it. Side deck, I won't show too much of it, but so I'm not gonna swell. Like, it's mostly just local stuff, but definitely D-Barrier if you haven't side it. Like, D-Barrier is so nuts this format because it stops the big Despia stuff. It's kind of nuts. And then yeah, and then Sky Striker's probably going to get come back because they won a YCS this weekend, so I'm going to dust that off and see how that does in the medics. I'm excited about that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And sorry for the raspy voice. Like I said, it was a pretty exciting weekend, especially for locals. It was nuts. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe like always. And until my next video, stay safe and stay healthy out there. Peace.